Okay, you guys, welcome in. This is a kind of reading that I don't normally do, but I have been asked quite a bit about this Pluto transiting, moving from Capricorn into Aquarius. It's happening January 20th and 21st. Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008, and this is a big deal. When a sign that moves that slow, 15 years worth of Pluto in Capricorn, and moves into a sign like Aquarius, a very different energy than Capricorn. Pluto is the tower. So I've been asked to do some readings around how it's going to impact you. And what I want to do is I'm going to pair up the signs. And I think if you're new to astrology, I'm going to try to make this as straightforward as possible. But I want to invite you to my astrology workshop. I do it twice a month. There's a link below. You can come on and ask questions about your chart and all of that. But I do want to say to you that Pluto, sitting in Capricorn since 2008, has been squaring any planet you have in Aries and any planet you have in Libra. A square is about learning things the hard way, okay? Aries energy is about my sovereignty, my identity. And Aries, we all have Aries and Libra in our charts, but if you have a lot of planets in either one of those two things, you are going to have felt this square more strongly in a tension or struggle kind of way. And Saturn, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So this is about pushing you to do the work. Did you do the work of your relationships over the past 15 years? Did you learn some lessons? So I definitely drew in a lot of 4 or 5 or 6 conflicts with narcissists, love relationships, family, in which I had to stand up for myself. And I also had to learn about other people's needs to be who they are, right? These things, that's who they are. You're not rescuing them. You're not people pleasing. You're not, maybe it's time for them to grow the F up. Okay. But I want to say to you that if you have a lot of Aries or Libra, this reading is for you. I'm going to look at what's going on in this reading. In the extended, I'll talk more about the astrology because it is now moving. It is now moving. So when Pluto has been in Capricorn, it's been in a square, which is the tension, right? So you might have felt that, like I've been talking about. But when Pluto moves into Aquarius, it gets a lot lighter. The energy gets a lot lighter. So it is a trine to Libra, so 120 degrees away from a Libra placement in your chart. It moves pretty slowly. So if you have planets in Libra, like in the later degrees, it might take a long time. It may take a long time for Pluto to sit right on top of those or have that trine be exact, right? The exact degree. But for now, since this is a general reading, I'm going to say to you that Pluto moving into Aquarius on January 20th, it's going to go retrograde in May. It's going to go back into Capricorn September, October, and into November until November 20th. And then it's moving back into Aquarius for the next 20 years. Okay, so this year could be a major year in terms of relationships for you, your own personal sovereignty. You're getting rid of, or incorporating, I want to say not getting rid, incorporating those lessons that you've had over the last 15 years. Okay, could shine a bright light on childhood wounds that have caused these adaptations of people pleasing or allowing, people to run over you or being stubborn and like my way or the highway, like which, Aries and Libra, opposite sides of the same coin. How do I deal with the relationships? Me as sovereign or me in a relationship? Can I balance that? Can I still be myself in a relationship without losing myself? Or does it always have to be about me, myself, and I? Do I have to have more leadership? Do I have to step out of that role of people pleasing? Okay, so let's see what the tarot reading has to say. In the extended, I'll go more deeply into this reading. So if this is for you, if you're finding this to be helpful, just know that the Libra energy will become a trine. All right, a lot of Libra energy, a lot of planets in Libra. You're going to have this peaceful energy. Trines are lovely energy, lighthearted energy. And the Aries energy is going to be very compatible. All right. It's going to be a sextile. So it's going to feel pretty good because Aquarius is the energy of rebellion. And Aries, like, hell to the yeah, right? Like, yes, this is who I am. Woohoo! Waving the flag. And Libra is going to feel more harmony, which is going to feel good. Okay. So hello, hello, hello. All right. We got chop wood. We've got loyal heart. Beautiful energy there underneath. Flexible, very much a directive to Aries and an accomplishment for Libra, not to lose oneself. Building blocks for the future. I like that. And message in a bottle. So some of you have had, 15 years of challenges. I will say to you that I got divorced in 2008 from a very peaceful kind of situation that wasn't really bringing me the lessons that I needed to learn. I now see that. I wasn't sure, like, why is this happening? Why did that divorce happen? Because that person could not have taught me those lessons. Okay. I brought in at least 5 narcissistic people. Some were friends. Some narcissistic friends revealed themselves to me, which was shocking to me. Some people revealed themselves to be utterly incapable of relationship. And I was definitely on the Libra side of that because I have a 29-degree Libra rising. It's my job to get it right in this lifetime, relationships. So this is definitely coming along. This feels pretty good to me, this chop wood and loyal heart. I feel like that's a new energy that's coming in that maybe you haven't experienced in the last 15 years. When Libra goes into Aquarius, when Pluto goes into Aquarius for the duration, for the next 20 years, especially if some of you are going through a Saturn return right now. Like me, second Saturn return. It's almost like the lessons of the past 15 years are being validated to you or incorporated or made easier or like, aha, okay, I see how all that works. But when you're in it, right? When you're in those lessons, that feels like a massive struggle, or it feels swampy, or it feels like you're drained of all your creativity, drained of all your capability. And that's why businesses don't work, or you get fired, or you can't, you're struggling. It's been a long 15 years, I will say that, until I finally stood up and I embraced my inner Aries. Even though I have a lot more Libra, I embraced my inner Aries. Libra and Aries are partners. You can use one to balance the other. If you got a ton of Libra in your chart, focus on being more like Aries, especially if you feel like someone is swamping you, or you are people pleasing or rescuing or whatever you're doing. It's time to channel your inner Aries. Okay. And the last 15 years might have pushed you to do that. So underneath is the Hanged Man. Full moon. Got full moon in Libra coming up next week. King of Pentacles. The 5 of Swords. Wow. And the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. The Death card. 8 of Cups. Some of you have been in relationships to stay safe. Okay. And I feel like in this full moon in Leo, you're finally seeing what you need. Leo is another fire sign. And Leo, Sag, and Aries are very much about creativity and expansion and dynamism and leadership. And if you've been felt tied down or felt, I'm going to use this word, victimized. Some of you could have provided for another person and they didn't do anything. They didn't do any of the providing. And it's like, that's come to an end. Okay. Some of you have been a pack mule. All right, for the past 15 years, at least. That's come to an end. Okay. This 10 of Pentacles and the Death card with the 8 of Cups. Look, he's walking away with just almost like the Fool, right? With just his little lunch bag. He's leaving it behind. And the Death card is Scorpio, and it's ruled by Pluto. So some of you could be recognizing or incorporating what happened during a time when you left somebody behind, because you couldn't learn the lessons, or because it was too much abuse or something, and now you're going, oh, now I get why that happened. Now I can see, because you're going to get an opportunity that is a much lighter, more loving, more beautiful. Soulmate contracts, okay? Soulmate contracts coming in. Whoopsie, come here. Soulmate contracts coming in. So if you did the work over the past 15 years and you stood up to bullies, or you opted out of being codependent, congratulations. That's the work, okay? Now, sun, showing up as the sun. I like it. Wow, lovers coming in. This is the situation. Leo, Gemini, okay. 4 wands. Some of you have a twin flame coming in. Some of you have a soulmate coming in. Now that you have done that work, if you haven't done that work, if you have been pushing back and not wanting to stand up for yourself, or not wanting to take charge or leadership, or telling someone to F off because they've been vampiring you for all this time, you're going to get shoved pretty hard in this last little time period of Pluto in Capricorn. And here's the deal. Pluto moves into Aquarius January 20th, 21st. It's going to go back into Capricorn this year, September, October, November. So you have a chance to tie up loose ends. I feel like some of you may go off in your direction, in your new direction, but you may have to go back in those 2.5 months there to complete a cycle, all right, to complete the work that Saturn brought you with Pluto and Capricorn. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, the universe is bringing in new opportunities, new beginnings in love. Knight of Cups. Wow. Woo. Okay. 3 of Swords. I wonder if some of you haven't quite learned some of these lessons. You're being given this opportunity. We're going to clarify that. Why is that showing up? In the past, 6 of Swords. So some of you are already helping someone or helping yourself. Some of you are having to learn about shared resources. Having to learn about helping someone without becoming codependent, without becoming swamped by their needs. Okay, something like that. All right, so here you're showing up as the 8 of Wands. Lots of communications, things moving fast. Passion. Passion is going to make things move ahead really fast. There's that Aries energy, hopes and fears, outcome, 3 of Wands. Some of you are going to have to let go of a third party. That's really coming in. Why is this 3 of Swords? Hold on. Justice, Empress, wow, 2 of Wands. Okay, we'll get there in a second. Why is this 3 of Swords here? 4 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, okay, 9 of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Ooh, I love this, okay. Something going on at Lionsgate this year. It's going to be really big for you too. So some of you have to, I feel like, I feel like very soon there's going to be a choice in love that makes you very happy. This person is going to come back around to you. This twin flame is going to come back to you. There may be sex, there may be twin flame union. And the 3 of Swords is this person is going to wobble back to their old partner, their karmic partner, or they're going to, if they haven't learned their lesson, they're going to get another lesson. Not from you necessarily, but if you're dealing with a person who's of the other signs, maybe not having this kind of lesson, what kind of lesson is that person having? Look at your twin flame. Look at the loyal heart person's coming in. I feel like you're going to have enough Aries and enough Libra to maintain balance, not hold on. Okay. When this person either bolts, goes back to an old pattern. Okay. Because of, I feel like this person, you might have gone through some kind of abuse, maybe that narcissistic abuse I was talking about. They are too, maybe financial abuse. And so they feel like they have to go back to that person so that person doesn't drown. So your person is also showing up as rescuing a karmic partner. and you're going to have to be like, okay, they have to learn this lesson. Even though you think they're out of it, they're well and truly out of it, something's going to happen that's going to, you could be together during this time of Pluto in Aquarius. And then when Pluto hits Capricorn again, it's like it hits the reef. Okay. And this person goes back. Your job, Libra and Aries, is to balance your Libra and Aries. Don't get codependent. Don't get people pleasing. Don't get domineering. Don't get my way or the highway. Those are the outliers of this energy. So you're going to want to be sovereign, the very powerful Aries energy of I maintain sovereignty no matter what happens to the other person in my life. No matter what happens to that twin flame, I'm good. Okay? I'm good. Some of you are going to rush right into living with this person, wanting to be with this person long term. I do believe we'll look and see, because this is about some kind of balance or some kind of decision being made. We've got the Emperor and the Empress here. So this can be a twin flame, some decision being made at this time. And when that person wobbles and goes back to the person who abused them, I just feel like there's a sense of like, are you effing kidding me? Are you serial? Like, that doesn't seem fair. Okay. That doesn't seem fair, Libra. Right. So you could go all Aries on their ass and be really upset about that, or you could go all codependent. Your job, what do you need more of? Six of Wands, need more Aries here. I might be speaking more to Libras than Aries. You need more Six of Wands. You need a healthy ego. You know, ego gets a bad rap. We all have identities. We all have egos. It's about being a wounded ego. The wounded ego is the negative side of every single sign. Like I said, my way or the highway, that's a wounded Aries ego. Codependent, oh my God, what's going to happen? I'm going to fall apart if they go. That's a wounded Libra ego. Okay? So Six of Wands, you need more of a healthy ego. What do you need less of? Page of Cups. Why are you apologizing? Why are you apologizing? And why aren't they apologizing to you? Okay? There's something about keeping score here that is going to show up in this connection. I feel like there is coming up soon. I do feel like you guys build something initially, right? This initial time period. You do build something, or you do have some conversations around building something. Maybe you build a business together, or you build something, chop wood, building, right? Like message in a bottle. Let me just clarify that. In the extended, I'll talk more about this astrology, and I'm going to talk more about what's coming up and how you can manage this. But message in a bottle. Okay. All right. So the Aquarius card jumped out. This is healing. Healing. I feel like this person, they come back into your life and then they go away. I feel like they haven't healed. Maybe you haven't either, quite all the way. Okay. You haven't really done the healing work of all those narcissists, or you haven't done the healing work of all that my way or the highway. Your person, I don't know what sign they are or whatever, but take a look at their reading in this series of readings I'm doing this week and see if you can kind of piece it together. Okay. So they need more healing. This is the Magician. This is about manifesting the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. This is about, I feel like some of you are going to be like, how much time have I spent already? How much time? You are Seven of Pentacles. This person is healing their ability to manifest. So it's interesting. Now, this could be you or the other person, but one of you has a thing about providing for another person that isn't, that actually is taking that money and doing something with it that's not what your agreement is, or they're like seeing another person behind the back of this of your partner or you. There's a lot of people here. I'm just stick with me here. whoever is the King of Pentacles, providing, stepping into their sovereignty in terms of their money, they may have lost the ability to manifest money because their childhood wounds have sort of swamped them and drained them of their creativity, drained them of their ability to make money. And so they're kind of like, what now? So if this person comes to you as like a rescuer to rescue them, you don't want to do that. What you want to do is learn how to share resources, but also help them build their own sense of self-esteem, build something for themselves, help them do that, support them in that, but not codependently. And if you don't have a clue about what it feels like to be a support without being codependent, that's where the learning is. Okay. This could be vice versa. This could be you getting so drained in a marriage, the other person just taking, that you are no longer able to work anymore. You might have health problems. You may actually keep getting fired or something like that. And if you're there, then what was happening is you're being drained of your life force. Someone's vampiring you. So you've got to fill your cup up. There's no way twin flames come together without both of them having their cup filled. So this might bounce off. Okay, this might bounce off. And well, we'll talk about timing here, because I'm giving you a parameter of timing, and this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But let's go deeper, okay? Link is below. This is Libra and Aries. This is for you. I'm going to talk about the trine and the sextile. So what Aquarius, Pluto and Aquarius is going to feel like to you moving forward, and how to work with it, okay? Link is in the description box below. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.